Once upon a time, in a small village by the sea, there lived an old man named Elias. He worked as the keeper of a tall lighthouse that stood on a cliff. Every night, no matter how strong the wind blew or how dark the sky became, the light in that tower always shone. People in the village said, "As long as Elias is alive, no ship will ever lose its way." He was known not just for keeping the light burning, but for being calm in every storm. One day, a young fisherman named Arin came to visit him. He had just lost his boat in a terrible storm and was feeling hopeless. He asked, "Old man, how do you stay so calm all the time? The storms don't scare you, the darkness doesn't break you. Don't you ever get tired or sad or angry?" Elias smiled and said, "Of course I do. I'm human too. But I've learned one thing. Peace doesn't come when life is easy. It comes when you learn to stay steady inside the storm." Arin looked confused. "What do you mean?" Elias stood up and took him to the top of the lighthouse. The sea stretched endlessly, the waves crashing below. He pointed to the ocean and said, "Do you see the water? It's never still. The waves rise, fall, crash, and repeat. Yet the sea never forgets how to shine. That's life. You can't control the waves, but you can learn to keep your light steady." Arin stood silently, watching the horizon as the old man continued. "Most people wait for calm days to feel happy," Elias said, "but peace isn't waiting for the storm to end. It's learning to find light while the wind blows." Days passed. Arin returned to his life, but he couldn't forget what Elias had said. Every morning he would walk to the beach and watch the waves. Some days were calm, some were wild, but slowly he began to understand. He stopped complaining about small problems. He began to notice small blessings: a sunrise, a good meal, a kind word. He started to realize that happiness doesn't come from perfect days. It comes from a peaceful heart. Months later, another great storm hit the village. The wind howled, the waves crashed violently, and this time, people noticed something strange. The light from the lighthouse was gone. Panic spread. Without that light, the ships out at sea could crash into the rocks. Without thinking twice, Arin ran toward the cliff. Rain lashed his face. The road was slippery, but he kept going. When he reached the lighthouse, he found Elias sitting quietly beside the great lamp. His hands were trembling. He was too old to relight the flame. "Elias!" Arin shouted. "The ships! The light is out!" The old man smiled weakly. "Then light it, my boy. It's your turn." Arin grabbed the flint, shielded it from the wind, and struck the spark. The flame flickered, then grew bright and strong. The lighthouse came alive again, cutting through the darkness. Out at sea, the ships saw the light and turned safely home. When the storm finally passed, Elias looked at Arin and said softly, "You see, the light doesn't belong to me anymore. It now lives in you." Arin bowed his head. He finally understood what the old man had been teaching him all along. From that day on, Arin became the new lighthouse keeper. Every evening, he climbed the steps to light the lamp, no matter how tired or busy he was. And whenever people asked, "How do you stay calm in every storm?" he would smile and say, "The storm outside can't scare me, because I've learned to keep the light burning inside." My friend, life is full of storms. Heartbreak, failure, loss, and disappointment. You can't stop them from coming, but you can choose how you face them. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be strong all the time. You just have to keep your inner light alive, your hope, your kindness, your gratitude. Because storms don't last forever, but the light you carry within you, that's what guides you home. Moral: don't wait for life to be easy to be happy. Learn to shine through the storm. Your peace is your power, and your calm can guide others too.